Jesus fucking Christ. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. Huh? There we go. Hello, hello, hello. It has taken me a while to start playing this game, because this has been one of the worst experiences I've had on Linux so far. Holy crap! I'm gonna have to rant for 2 seconds or 2 minutes or 20 minutes here real quick. First of all, there's the shitty EA app, which is already shitty on Windows, but on Linux you might get unlucky and it decides to auto-update itself and then refuse to work. Sometimes reinstall helps, sometimes it doesn't. Good luck. Then I had this running on Wayland, which, if you're not a Linux guy, that won't mean much. But the thing to take away here is it ran on Wayland, and then it stopped and refused to run, and nothing changed. And I can live with things not working and working around that, as I have here. But it is infuriating if something works and then just stops working and you have no idea why. But the best thing is, if I click this, the game will crash. So I have to play on standard bindings, on a non-standard keyboard layout, where WASD is all over the keyboard. So now I have a hardware layer on my keyboard, where it pretends it to be QWERTY, but isn't. And also because I'm used to playing on ESDF instead of WASD, the left hand is shifted one to the right, and the, what is it, T, G, B, I think, that column, is on the pinky, wrapped around. Let's see how this works. I might have to switch to controller at some point. But anyway, this has been a horrible experience, and I am so incredibly annoyed by this game when I haven't even played it yet. What the fuck is happening now? Oh, I pressed space when I meant to press shift, but because I had to finagle the keyboard layout. Oh yeah, by the way, character creation has like 5 FPS, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna go through this real quick. I suppose we are going to play the Elven Archer again, because that's what we're playing. And I don't give a fuck about the difficulty, so let's do casual. So we are a Dalish Hunter, apparently. Default world state. To import a custom world state, log in, visit the Dragon Age Keep. I have no idea what that means. Does that mean I don't get my Dragon Age 1 and 2 things imported? Because I'm not logged in into a fucking useless online service? I hope not, because that would be infuriating again. Cool, and now I'm dropping frames on the network again. This is cursed. This game is cursed. Oh my god. I was so excited to play it, and now I'm so fucked up and annoyed. But hey, at least we're getting frames again, right? Are we? That looked horrible. How am I at 100% GPU for 50 FPS? And why am I... Fuck my life. Did I accidentally take a female thing? Wait, did I accidentally make myself female? That looks very female. This game, man. So far, horrible experience. I have no idea how much of that is just the game being shit and how much of that is the game being shit on Linux specifically. So let's try this again. We're not getting any frames here. Elf. Yeah, but that doesn't let me pick a gender. Casual. Still doesn't let me pick a gender. Jesus fucking Christ. Why am I dropping frames on the network now like crazy? The game is just cursed. It's just fucking cursed. My network looks normal. But I'm dropping frames. Cool. Fun. Hey, now I'm a dude. What the fuck? I haven't even changed anything.
You leave me no choice.
Why is my GPU maxed out in a menu? Jesus Christ. Yeah, you'll have to live through a shitty frame rate for a second, I fear. Yep, that looks good. Complexion. The tattoos are kind of annoying. Where can I... There. Can I just like dial that back real quick? Tattoo? No tattoo? Wait, no tattoo is not a thing? No, anyway. Wait. In general. I need the dumbest. Oh, that looks kind of shit. The important thing is that it looks shit, right? Anything else is kind of secondary. Okay, I found my haircut. And we need to make it red-ish.
I just hope I can help.
You leave me no choice.
That's definitely the better one. And oh my god, I'm way too lazy to go through all this. So, scars. Yep, all the scars. Yeah. Yeah, and we need to make it as asymmetric as possible. That looks shit. That's perfect. And I don't care about tattoo. And we're just gonna run with that. Mahanon. Wait, now I need to swap back. Obviously we're John. As usual. Except. FPS still shit. Network. I was gonna say network no longer dropping frames. And immediately I'm dropping frames. What the fuck is going on? Ooh. That face, man.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now.
Where are my subtitles?
Destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead, except for you.
I have the right to remain silent.
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't
Oh, that's her, right? From the last game?
know how it got there.
You're lying!
We need him, Cassandra.
Cassandra, yeah. I'm waiting for the sarcasm option, but apparently that doesn't exist, so...
So what happens now?
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then... a woman.
A woman?
She reached out to me. But then...
Go to the Ford camp, Liliana. I will take him to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act,
Well, I mean,
the
if it did,
breach
then
may
it
grow
can,
until it swallows the world.
right?
Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach.
Why is that
Whether
30
that's
fucking
possible is something
FPS?
we shall discover shortly.
It's still hammering my
It's our
GPU.
only chance, however. And yours.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
Ah yes, guilty until proven innocent. Fun, fun, fun.
So I don't really have a choice about this.
None of us has a choice. They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Ah, now I get to 60. Interesting.
Something smaller than the breach.
Okay, I can move on actual useful keys. Maybe we put... We can turn everything down a little bit, right? Oh, great. Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking restart the game. Because then you're gonna break on me again. Also, I can't click on keybinds or my game crashes. Anyway. We get stable 60 now, so whatever. I would like to run it more than 60, but I can't stream it more than 60 anyway, so... Wait, oh my god. By default, it's turning, and only when I'm right-clicking, it's... Oh my god, I already hate this.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one God, one life, one death. There is...
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
Maybe I should play with the controller. Also, I have no idea which keys do what, right? Okay, that is some kind of ping. And I can't check which keys do what. Okay, I seem to have found some kind of auto walk. Ah, that is G. The wrapped around G. It's also quite annoying that when I... Wow! Randomly, when I'm looking around, my mouse cursor will plop out in the far bottom right. Oh my god, this game, man. Maybe I should play it with the controller. But, if I want to play with the controller, I need to fucking restart the game. Again. Yeah, so far... What the f... So not only did it swing to the bottom right, but it also turned me around. And now we're back to 30 FPS. Oh my god, okay, first impressions for this game? Horrible. Just from a, like, technological standpoint.
The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Oh, I can't even do...
In the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough.
I can't even do, like, World of Warcraft movement with both mouse buttons simultaneously. But... What the fuck, off? Why would that be off? I never turned subtitles off. Well, at least there's auto walk. And back to 30 FPS, back to 30 FPS. Oh my god. And it's way more glaring in this game than in the older ones.
Stay behind me!
Oh, look! A bow! I have to fucking hold down the attack button. I am crying. How do I change target? Apparently just not in this tutorial thing.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
No.
A demon attacked me. What was I supposed to do?
You don't need to fight.
Are you saying it won't happen again?
You're right.
I don't like her. But that is
Cannot protect you.
honestly because of the last game.
You to be defenseless.
Because from what she's done here, she doesn't really deserve to be looked down upon,
should
I would say.
remember you did not attempt
So
to
far.
run.
Yeah, why did I not attempt to run? That was dumb. I should have just booked it. Yeah, I don't want to heal, bitch.
Maker knows what we will face.
Oh,
Where are all your soldiers?
are you kidding me? Control is pause.
Right. We are on our own for now.
Maybe I should switch to controller. Wait, left click is just... Left click is just always shoot, regardless of context. What the fuck, game? There's no take all hotkey anymore. Where even is fucking I? Oh. I accidentally found the right button immediately. That's nice. At least I can still double click. Alright. So far, old menu of Dragon Age 1 and 2, way better. Old interface, like in general, I suppose. Including movement controls and stuff. Abilities consume mana and stamina for powerful combat effects. Most abilities require time to pass.
Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
Yeah, I would like to loot this. Oh my god, I have to walk next to it and then I can right click? And when I'm too far, I can't loot, but he also won't, like, walk there? What do you mean press control to view? Control is pause. Oh, cool. The mouse just randomly plops to the bottom right. Even when I'm not right-clicking. Ah, now it's not doing it, of course. No, and there we go. But this time I right-clicked again. This is clearly made for controllers, unlike the first games. So maybe I should actually play it with a controller, but then I have to restart the game. I think I have to restart the game. Controller. Options. Oh my fucking god. See what I mean? Do I want to? Wait, there's no more quick save? Oh my god.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
So how do I, like, target that thing? Asking for a friend? Tab? No. I guess I'll just take the loot. Oh my god, the fact that... Oh, yeah, this is completely unusable on keyboard and mouse, in my opinion. Even if I could, like... Oh, I guess if I could change the keybinds, I could actually put strafe on A and D. Oh great, it's in Q and E. How intuitive. I guess I can get used to that. But it's weird as fuck.
They're falling from the breach!
They're coming out of the wall, I mean breaches. Okay. So target selection is implicit.
Dead.
Like I have to kind of look at them, but they are too far away, or what's happening here? Yeah, still not telling me anything about the fucking abilities. Hey guys, I'm stealthed. I wonder how long that holds. Obviously disappears when shooting. Oh my god, I also have to physically hit. So, but I can't like lead the target. So if I'm shooting something that's moving, I'm just not gonna get a hit in? What the fuck, game? What the fuck? What's my job, by the way? Asking for a friend. Inquisitor's path. Am I the Inquisitor? No, I'm not the Inquisitor, right? Know the enemy. Some items received in battle may later be worth studying. Okay. Wait, that's a fucking quest? The Wrath of Heaven. Cassandra wants to test the effects of the mark left by the blast. There's a rift nearby that may be suitable. Alright.
We're getting close to the rift.
Oh my god!
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Is that where we came from and fell down? No, right? We're coming from way further back. Wait, I didn't know what to jump down there. Can I shoot that guy? No. Can I shoot any of the guys? Yes, but I had to walk forward first. Oh, hey. Seen you in a while. Oh, look, 30 fucking FPS. Jesus Christ.
What did you do? I did nothing. The credit is yours.
I closed that thing?
How? Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand.
Oh yeah, of course you know all about that.
Close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue.
Still can't afford a shirt that fits, I see.
Unwelcome tag along.
Are you with the Chantry, or...?
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
Of course, yeah, that's the pairing from the last game, right?
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
I mean, from not the recap,
Bianca
but
and
the
I
actual
have been
timeline.
through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca?
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is
Crossbow's not white though.
appreciated, but
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
It's interesting though that we have swapped from Darkspawn to demons.
See you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
Well, no, we've always been fighting demons. I'm confused.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Solus is an apostate, well versed in such matters.
Interesting, Miss Templar.
All mages
Assuming you're
are
a Templar.
apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
Origin, you say?
I had less choice in volunteering to help.
Cassandra, you should know. The magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well, Bianca's excited.
Cool. Great.
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
We must move quickly.
Oh, I'm supposed to follow them. I was like, alright, and now they're all stuck? Can I auto-equip from here? Nope, I cannot. That would be boring. Yay, one more DPS. Oh. Can I save? I can save. Did that save? Oh! All right. Okay, F5 and F9 are quick save, quick load. That's an useful piece of information. Play with the controller. Game. Game, please. Game. Would you be so kind as to close so I can restart you? Game. Holy fuck, man. I just killed it. Let's try to run it in Wayland once again. If it doesn't work, I'll give up on that particular thing. That doesn't look good. This game, man. I mean, still better than Deathloop, giving me kernel panics for no apparent reason. But this is probably still the second worst Linux gaming experience I've had. Come on, load you fucking game. Preparing game, yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. That's very helpful. No, I do not want to bring the EA app in-game overlay. Thank you very much. Options, controls. Oh my god, I can't use the D-pad to navigate menus. Well, at least the UI is strictly awful for any input method. So at least you don't have to feel like a second-class citizen if you insist on playing with keyboard and mouse, I suppose. Also, why is the thing logic not working? Apply please. Oh, there we go. Now I can mute my mic with the controller. Why the fuck is my controller no longer working? Are you kidding me, game? Does controller input break when I tab out? Is that what's happening here? I mean, I'm not tabbing out technically, but like switching focus to something else. Oh, now it's capturing the EA app? Great. There we go. Thanks for making me manually fiddle with that. Why can I not... Why does my... I have a theory. Wow. Okay. can't remap keys on my controller. Well, otherwise the game doesn't pick it up anymore. So far, horrible experience. And if this was my first and only Dragon Age game, I would probably put it down at this point and do something else. But since we're already two games deep, two deeps game into the franchise, I feel like I should stick it out. Can I zoom? Nope, I cannot zoom out. How do I loot? I mean, this definitely controls smoother than the keyboard, which I already hate. Shoulder button. And I thought I could hold and then let go. No, I need to press it again. What the fuck is this game, man? Okay.
Demons ahead.
Glad you brought me now, Seeker?
No, actually. Couldn't care less. And now, with the controller, there is a sort of target lock thing. Press select in the tactical camera mode. Great. The existence of this makes me want to switch back to fucking... What the fuck? What is this? Manually advancing time? Oh my god. Okay, let's not use that. I like that I have 3 arranged and the poor Inquisitor in the front. I'm gonna call her Inquisitor, I'm not sure if that's even correct. So how do I run? Ask you for a friend. I guess I just don't? I'll just walk faster outside of combat than in combat? I like that the... No, by which I mean I don't like that the jump key... The jump key is also the use key. Leading to funny things like what just happened when I want to loot but instead jump because I'm not close enough. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Oh no, this is... Oh. Worst menu ever. Is that the most zoomed out? D-pad left quick access. None or quest map? Jesus Christ, game. When the options are none or quest map, just make it quest map. Yep, that was the zoom on this. Oh. So I need to do this in order to see these things. Cool. Cool, I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. Well, good thing I'm playing casual, right? So I could probably just ignore all that. And just call it a day. Whee! Whee! I did not expect to be able to do that. I can just walk through the fire and I don't care. That's an interesting choice, game. Those are enemies up there, right? I was gonna say, and apparently some that don't die easily, and then one just shattered. I'm already tired of holding the trigger to shoot.
You are Dalish, but clearly away from the rest of your clan. Did they send you here?
What do you know of the Dalish?
I have wandered many roads in my time, and crossed paths with your people on more than one occasion.
What do you mean by crossed paths?
I mean that I offer to share knowledge, only to be attacked for no greater reason than their superstition.
Can't you elves just play nice for once?
Fuck you too. So is this also... Nope. Oh my god. I hate this game. Where was I? So how do I see what that even does? Oh my god. This UI, man. Why can I open this twice? Oh, the second one's comparison, I suppose. I hate that I can't use the D-pad to navigate. Oh, RB is also for reserved for abilities. That explains maybe something. How do I swap those out, by the way? This is such a horrible navigation experience that I'm probably not going to read all the codices in this game, which makes me angry. Because I'm playing this fucking game for the lore. And then the game makes it so inconvenient to read that I...
Stop your mark from growing further. For your sake, I suggest we hurry.
that I don't want to actually read it. Man, I was looking forward to playing this game, and so far it's been annoying.
Every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
See what I mean? I can't lead the target. So if my target moves perpendicular to my position, I'm just not hitting. Because that makes sense. Right? Bye!
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
I also hope so I can
Forward camp. We're almost there.
have relations with her again. I'm still John, right? Just because I'm a different John doesn't mean that I'm not John. I think that's how it works, right?
Another rift!
We must seal it! Quickly!
They keep coming! Help us!
So how do I target the fucking rift then? Oh. By killing fucking shades. Okay, got it. So what if I don't do that? Nothing. Okay. Yay! That was very unspectacular. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off! Fuck off! Jesus Christ. I hate modal dialogues. Where was I? Stealth. Lost in shadows. You live in the dark. Entering stealth now instant. Nice. Removes all debilitating effects. What do you mean toggle upgrade? Cool. I can only have one of those. That's annoying. I liked in the last games they could get multiple upgrades. Evasion. Dodge enemy attacks. Easy to miss. Threat reduction. Flanking threat reduction. Knockout powder. Mercy killing. +3 cunning. Okay. Shadow strike. Surprise attack. Interesting. Evade. Ambush. Nah, sounds boring. Wait. I hate this menu. I really hate it. Caltrops, poisoned weapons. Poisoned weapons? Yeah, nothing for me. Just let's just do good old passive bonuses to archeries. Wait, this I can actually upgrade and this I can't? No, I can. No, this... where was I? Upgrades. Long shot now rips through every enemy along its path. Long shot now deals more damage at greater ranges. Oh! Interesting. That's why it did more damage sometimes. Wouldn't have it been great if I could have read this description before? Don't particularly like either of those. First blood. If you learn to pick apart enemies that are still unwounded, you do more damage to enemies that are only lightly injured. Okay. That sounds dumb. But I need to do that to get to down here. Fuck my life. Death from above. Huh. Leaping shot. Strafing shots. Okay. That sounds useful. Pincushion. The first arrow doesn't kill them, the 10th might. Consecutive hit with a bow does progressively more damage. That's nice. Explosive shot. So I guess we're going down this road, even though first blood is shit. Oh, I can unspend points? Well, not this one apparently. Oh my god. I only just realized what that shit did. Can I unmap? Nope. Alright. Confirm. Yes. Does that mean I... Oh, this is now permanent. Okay. That's sad, but whatever. I have no idea how this tactics menu is supposed to work. god, is that shit. Wait, I wanted to go to attributes. Oh, I don't get attribute points to, like... And I really don't care about any of this. Okay.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
You think? Refill potions at supply caches. Interesting. So the potion system works completely differently now. Which I'm currently indifferent about, but mostly because I don't care about the combat system anyway.
Haven't you all done enough already?
You are not here.
Enough! I will not have it!
Do. Yay! Man, I almost don't care enough to even check if that's a better weapon for anyone. Oh my fucking god! Why can't I navigate this one in deep? I guess that's better, eh? Why do I have to press the button twice to get the comparison to the equipped weapon? That reeks of baby's first control interface. And the sad thing is that they also fucked the keyboard and mouse interface because of it.
Here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand
I am Chancellor Roderick.
I hereby order you to take this criminal to Valroyo to face execution.
Me.
You are a glorified clerk. A bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
What a great man.
You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
Well, at least my network has stopped acting up, so that's good.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact.
Is that the original voice actor for Liliana?
It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
That's exactly my reaction. You're asking the prisoner.
You're asking me what I think.
You have the mark.
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own,
Careful sustained assault. Soldiers will stand with you to ensure arrival. Scouts in the past may be lost. Fast but indirect. Soldiers will act as distraction. Elsewhere the problem will be addressed sooner, but there may be casualties. Pff, I don't care.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Me. Fucking 30 FPS cutscenes, man. Somehow, this feels more jarring in this engine than in the old one. Probably because otherwise it's more refined, right? Alright. I'll do it. Cassandra Pentagast. Penta, not Pender. Lord Seeker Lucius, I'm fully aware of the intent behind your predecessor's declaration. Lord Seeker Lambert pried the Templars away from Chantry control and led them into an assault upon all mages, for reasons you both find justified. I, however, am uncertain when the Seekers of Truth went from guarding against injustice to perpetrating it. If you truly believe that is not the case, I suggest you look out a window at the chaos this war has caused and ask yourself if Thedas will recover even if you are victorious. Oh yeah, there's full-out war between like the Templars and the mages, right? I remain at Divine Justinia's right hand. As? I don't know. And will stay there even if you brand me traitor. I'm sorry, but there's too much at stake to swerve from the path we willingly followed at the Chantry's foundation. And I still hate that I can't navigate this with a D-pad. And I can't even remap it, because if I remap my controller, the game ignores it. Completely. Divine Justinia the Fifth. Formerly the revered Mother Dorothea of Orlais, Divine Justinia V rose to power after the death of Divine Beatrix III in the year 934 of the Dragon Age. Little is known of Dorothea's background before she joined the Chantry as an initiate, but she proved to be a liberal and daring thinker, willing to take a former bard and lay Sister Liliana as a close advisor. Oh my fucking god, it's past midnight, because I spent so long trying to get this game to run properly. Fuck me. Where was I? A headstrong devotion to her own agenda and rumored support of the Mage Rebellion earned her no small dislike from the powerful priests long used to controlling access to the Divine. In the year 940 of the Dragon Age, Divine Justinia called a summit intending to negotiate a truce between the Mage Rebellion and the Templar splinter from the Chantry. The Divine Conclave was held at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, the most holy place in Thedas. Before a resolution could be reached, a cataclysmic explosion destroyed the Conclave, consumed the temple, rent the sky, and shattered the world's hopes for peace. I feel like, was there like part of the intro missing or something? Because, like, I didn't see any of that happen. Divine Justinia V perished in the Temple of Sacred Ashes. The Chantry flounders leaderless in the wake of her death, and its fate grows increasingly uncertain. If all is not restored to Thedas, Justinia V might be remembered as the Chantry's final divine. Of course there's more below here. Fuck me. Hi, Chancellor Roderick. There are some who claim men have no place in the Chantry. Like, I would really like to be able to navigate this with a mouse now, but I can't. Beyond the lowest rank of scholarly brothers and those who take their place amongst the Templars, it is not true. There is an organization spanning 7 nations from the smallest village, Chantry, to the Grand Cathedral in Valroyo. It takes more than sermons to keep it alive. There's an invisible army at work ensuring meals are delivered, repairs are made, and faithful attended to. And much of it done by Chantry brothers like myself. The position of High Chancellor places a man beside the most holy. I control who is permitted audience, handle her correspondence, deliver her word to Thedas, and serve as her advisor on matters which may be mundane but cannot be disregarded. If I have influence, let it be said, it is something I use sparingly, if at all. This is a task to which I devote myself with solemnity, and my fellows bear burdens so that others are free to guide the spirits of Thedas unencumbered. Llewellyn of the Dalish. The Dalish are elves who refuse to live in human cities, where their people are exploited, having few rights. They choose to eke out an independent existence in the forest, attempting to keep the last remnants of their ancient culture alive. John is from Clan Llewellyn, a group of Dalish who migrate around the perpetually feuding Free Marches. So we are in the Free Marches, okay. Sounded more like Valroyo, right? Not Valroyo, what's Orlais. John's people travel along the borders of each city-state's territory, where Free March rulers will be less inclined to attack them for fear of accidentally provoking neighboring cities. John became a hunter at a young age, growing into a respected protector and provider. The recent Mage rebellions disturbed his clan's way of life as the fighting spilled out into the countryside. Clan Llewellyn's leader, Keeper Tishana Istimethoriel Llewellyn, chose John to spy on the meeting at the Temple of Sacred Ashes between the Divine and the feuding factions, so he could bring back news of the outcome. After the explosion that killed the Divine, John was the only survivor. Rumors that the mysterious mark on his hand is a sign of the Maker's favor were spread by those who claimed they saw the Divine Prophet and Drasta herself lead Llewellyn out of the Fade. That sounds realistic, right? There's power in stories. That's all history is, the best tales. The ones that last might as well be mine. Varric Tethras of the Dwarven Merchants Guild of Cockwall is famous or infamous for 2 things. his books, and his association with the champion of Kirkwall. After the Templars and Circles broke away from the Chantry, Divine Justinia V sent her agents to Kirkwall, where the roots of the war began, in search of answers. The champion had long since disappeared, but Varric had written a book on his friend's involvement in the destruction of the Kirkwall Chantry, and the left and right hands of the Divine located him with surprising ease. They captured and interrogated him, then brought him to the Conclave to give his testimony to the Divine in person, but fate decreed that he would never meet her. Solus. Cassandra, I understand our first order of business must be to investigate this bizarre breach in the sky and protect people from the demons descending. While my search continues, I wish to draw your attention to a new arrival at our camp, an elven apostate calling himself Solus. Solus entered the camp voluntarily, surrendering his staff to Chantry forces without protest. It's not Dalish that says that he has never been part of the circle, claiming instead to have studied magic, peaceful in his own, particularly magic tied to the Fade. While I suspect you will be reluctant to accept the help of an apostate, Solus did come to us freely. Witnesses saw him in a nearby village at the time of the blast, so he was likely not responsible for what happened at the Conclave. However, he has described the effects of the breach in enough detail to convince me that he knows more about the Fate than anyone else present. Solus has requested permission to study the lone survivor in one of the smaller rifts, in hopes of finding a way to seal the breach. He has correctly guessed that it is growing and believes it will destroy the entire world unless we find a way to stop it. Unless you object, I will allow him his studies, under proper observation, of course. Interesting how the stakes are world-ending here in the tutorial already. Elf root was first used by the elves of Arlathan, and hence the name. The root gave the medicines particular efficacy, so when the Imperium conquered the elves, the Magisters adopted its use and its popularity spread to all corners of the Empire. Elfroot is a hardy plant with large green leaves that grows wild in many places. It's so common that it tends to show up in most gardens and fields almost like a weed. Unlike a weed, however, most people appreciate having access to the wonderful little plant. The roots can be used with very little preparation. Rubbing some of the juice on the wound, for example, will speed up healing and numb pain. Chewing on a slice of root treats minor ailments like indigestion, flatulence, and hoarse throats. There are several varieties, but the most useful favorites are the bitter, gossamer, and royal elf roots. I'm not sure if that's the same text as in the other games, but it might be, it might not be. I have no idea. Shade. What's that? What's that below the 2 of 67? The 2 dots on Shade and also on Wraith. And they're not here, right? Like, do I get more info when I kill more of them? Or what's that supposed to mean? It's often been suggested that the only way for a demon to affect the world of the living is by possessing a living or once living body, but this is not always true. This seems really copy-paste from the last one. Wraith. Like wisps, wraiths are something thought to be the remains of spirits or demons that have been destroyed. They cannot shape the fate around themselves, nor are they capable of mimicking forms they see in the minds of dreamers as many weaker spirits do. Instead, they are the scavengers of the fate, dwelling in the shadows of stronger beings, feeding on scraps of thought and emotion. That sounds fun. The Dalish Elves. In time, the human empires will crumble. We have seen it happen countless times. That's also the old text, right? Yeah. I'm sorry if you don't know the other games, lore bits, but you can go through the other games I've played. The Conclave. It's been a year of little more than chaos. Yes, the mages voted to dissolve the Circle of Magi, but I will point out this vote came only after increased restrictions were placed on them following the unfortunate events in Kirkwall. What other choice did they have? Yes, the Templar Order abandoned their duties and elected to pursue the mages to bring them back in line. But after 1,000 years in which their sole role was the mages' keepers, what else could one expect? They envisioned the war over quickly. A single battle that would see the mages' resolve crumble, after which they would meekly return to confinement. That did not happen. This conflict could drag on forever, with advantage on either side. Both Templars and mages see this, and thus they have agreed to come to the Conclave. This is our chance. Words need to be said which have not been said. A compromise must be reached because there is no other choice. I believe this with all my heart. I am not without fault in all this. Perhaps I pushed too hard for reform, or not hard enough. The Maker has seen fit to give me another chance. I will not squander it. The Temple of Sacred Ashes is where together we will make history, and with luck we will be remembered kindly for it. From the Journals of Divine Justinia V. Alas, it did not work out that way. The Breach. What does it mean to pierce the veil, that which separates our world from the realm of dreams and demons? For the average man and woman, it is a frightening thought to consider just how fragile this separation actually is. The veil is not a physical curtain, not a structure limited to a particular place. It is everywhere. It is in their home and the streets where they walk, in farmers' fields, as well as remote mountain vales. At any moment, it could be torn to shreds, allowing demons and other horrors to flood into our world like water through a burst dam. Known law tells us that small rifts can be sealed, but what about a large one? What if some catastrophic magical event created a rift so large and horrific to weaken the integrity of the veil as a whole? Such a breach would threaten our entire world, turning concerns about occasional demonic intrusion into a charming anecdote compared to the monsters we would then face. If there's anything to be done, any reason we should look at magic with fear, it is for that possibility more than any other. From The True Threat of Magic by Lady Seeker Elandra Vale. So these rifts have been a thing before, I suppose. What happens if I jump down here? Nothing. Fuck me! How far can you fall from Dragon Age 2 to this? But hey, it looks a little bit prettier.
The tunnel should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Mine.
Mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Can you, like, Skyrim climb? Apparently not. Oh. Do. I wish there was an auto attack button. That would be really nice. Also, this minimap is fucking shit. It's not a minimap, it's a radar. As in, it doesn't show the map. Oh my god, these dots are the letters? Are you cucking fitting me? Okay. You can't even fucking destroy crates and shit. I wish there was an inventory shortcut. There's also no... Oh, fuck you. Also no, like, quick save thing, right? So I have to use the... I hate that there's literally no feedback that I just saved. Wait. Oh my god, I can't quick save? Because I'm playing with the controller, I can't quick save with the keyboard. And there's no quick save here. This is by far the worst entry in the series so far. Wait a second. Now I'm curious. Dragon Age series. This is the last one before Veilguard, right? Or am I missing anything? Dragon Age. Yep. Okay. I guess I hope they have dealt with these UI annoyances for Veilguard at least. And all the other problems, obviously. Do 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 do. Just because I shot nothing, my party was like, yeah, we should put up some buffs and shit. I can't get over how useless that minimap is. I should stop complaining and just play the game, right? But the game makes it really hard to just play it and not complain.
Guess we found the soldiers.
That cannot be all of them.
Hold up ahead.
Our priority
That
must
was
be
for
the breach.
finding the soldiers.
Unless we seal it soon,
Just
no
took a
one
bit
is
longer
safe.
because I have a controller in my hand.
Leaving that to our elven friend here.
Well, thank you, buddy. Totally appreciate it. So, a fucking bow doesn't have enough range to target fuckers all the way over there. This is so dumb.
Lady Cassandra! Lieutenant, you're alive.
Just barely.
Oh, I literally had to wait for more shit to spawn? What did I just do? Instead of killing things, I can just press A to disrupt the rift?
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
These jarring fucking 30 FPS cutscenes, man.
Finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. He insisted we come this way.
True, true. I saved your butt. Still missing the sarcastic options.
Saving soldiers. That's what I do.
Then you have my
I drink and I know things.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
at once. Quickly, let's move!
Move, move, move.
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes.
Yeah, I'm sure nothing untoward will happen.
Down the ladder. That's the way to the temple.
We went up the ladder in order to go down the ladder.
So, holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is.
Oh. I expect to fight, but the UI popped up because they're talking. Okay, got it.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
Lady, I don't like you. Unfortunately, you're my only melee at this point. So I guess I'm stuck with you for now. By the way... So my companions leveled automatically? I wonder if that's a tutorial thing or if you can't make choices for them anymore.
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Morrigan? Probably. Or Flemeth, even. This does not look good. And I don't mean because the graphics are shit, I mean because this looks not good. Like dead people everywhere. That kind of not good. And I accidentally went the right direction. Templar helmet, you say? And again, I have to press... Oh, she is not wearing a helmet. Okay, so I don't have to press it twice to compare, because I don't have to compare. I have no idea how fast this search radius extends, because it definitely extends beyond the indicator on the ground. Oh look, we're back to 30 FPS. That's a breach, alright. Is that lyrium? I would assume so, but... Can't I just fly?
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Oh wait, even better.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
I'm not sure how to even start getting up to that thing.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key.
What a helpful comment.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Oh, you mean this is the rift, this is the breach, and I'm supposed to close the rift. Got it, okay. So, like... What the fuck?
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
But that was me! Can I just, like, do this? That seemed like the obvious solution, right?
What's going on here?
That did not sound like Morgan nor Flemeth.
Most holy
Oh! Is that Justinia calling out?
What's going on here?
Run when you can. Want them.
That's her, right?
Slay the elf.
Yes, that elf in the background there.
Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Oh, I thought we were just seeing into the Fade, but apparently it's a flashback.
Fade bleeds.
Yeah. Sorry, an echo of what happened here.
It is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
These guys kind of do not look like Templars. And these guys look like Wardens. If you ask me. But what do I know? I'm new to this game. Weren't it cool if these events would just happen in game instead of sitting here and watching a cutscene for 5 minutes? Wait, I have an attack my target thing.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
Okay, and how do we do that? Asking for a friend? Because just shooting it doesn't seem to do much.
Quickly! Disrupt!
Oh, disrupt fate rifts, okay. Oh, that's what I was doing earlier, okay. I'm not even holding A, I just pressed A. Which I suppose is nice, because I hate having to constantly keep the trigger depressed. Activated, whatever you want to call it. I'm playing on fucking casual, what's going on?
More coming through the rift!
Wait, what? Did that undisrupt the rift? Apparently so. Trigger a cross-class combo with a character you control. I randomly got an achievement, I have no idea what I did. I mean, I remember what cross-class combos are, but I was just spamming my abilities. Ability, rather. It's just one. Oh. I suppose getting a hit disrupts the disrupting. So, good thing I have stealth. Question, will she automatically drink a health pot? I'm curious about that.
Now! Do it!
Oh, I was trying to disrupt. But we were one step further. Also look, 30 fucking FPS. Was that a max of 40 seconds for frame? That must have been the first frame of the game. The Wrath of Heaven. Finish the prologue. Oh, you can see the pop-ups. Interesting, because the Steam overlay does not get captured. But the EA overlay apparently does. Was that the EA overlay or was that from Steam? Anyway, generally Steam overlay does not get captured, but I don't know. Isn't he glorious? And by glorious, I mean fugly.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Why are you frightened? What happened?
That voice is so not fitting.
I said the wrong thing.
I don't think so.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us.
My lord,
the breach
what the
stopped
fuck?
growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain
Why, yeah?
Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once,
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Can I just run from all this? Wait! Why has my outfit suddenly changed? Why is there loot on the floor? This game, man. Patient observations. Vain hope. Someone better this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1, clammy, shallow breathing, pulse over fast. Not responsive, pupils dilated. Mage says his scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here just in case. Special shipments. Oh, that's DLC shit, I suppose. Pride demon. The most powerful demons yet encountered are the pride demons, perhaps because they, among all their kind, most resemble men. As clever and manipulative as the desire demon, with a penchant for cruel irony that is almost human. While the demons of desire largely engage in the bribery of mortals, pride will use mortals' own best nature against them. Clever men outwit themselves, strong men crush themselves, humble men forget themselves, jealous men fear themselves. They turn corruption and ruin into an art. From Beyond the Veil, Spells and Demons by enchanter Myrdromel. Well, that's a new author in the mix. Places. Haven. I would like to speak to you of Haven, the village in the Frostbacks close to the Temple of Sacred Ashes. We are all aware of its past. It was home to the Disciples of Andraste, as they called themselves. Descended from the people who built the temple itself, they had strayed over years of isolation from their once noble roots to become dragon worshippers. Interesting. After the hero of Ferelden discovered the Temple of Sacred Ashes, which the disciples guarded jealously, what remained of the cult moved on, and Haven was abandoned to the ice and the snow. Wait a second, is that the village from A Dragon Age Awakening? Yes, right. I passed through Haven on my pilgrimage to see the Temple of Sacred Ashes. There was a storm and... No, that's the Dragon Age Origins even, where Brother Genitivi was, right? It's been so long. There was a storm that took shelter in the hall of Haven's chantry, and though they were dusty from neglect and the walls of that lonely place were strong and shielded me from... What? Though they were dusty from neglect... Oh, the walls of that lonely place were strong and shielded me from the biting winds. Peace came upon me and my eyes were open to Haven's incredible beauty. Could not be overcome by the pain and the horror of the past. It could not be masked by decay and disguise. It would not be forgotten. Haven is precious to Olay, to the Chantry, and to the Sumber's throne for its historical and religious significance. It is my will that Haven be restored, rededicated to the service of Andraste and preserved for the ages. Let it be a sanctuary for the pilgrims who seek out the Temple of Sacred Ashes. May they rest here beneath the cold, bright skies. May the glory of the Maker be revealed to them as they gaze upon the grey peaks that are the work of his hand. Now and forevermore, let this be a haven for the faithful. From a speech by Divine Justinia V. 5 years ago? I think 5 years ago, right? 935. Anyway, shame about that temple. Wait, more places? Temple of the Sacred Ashes rediscovered. According to legend, the Sacred Ashes of Andraste were carried out of the Imperium by Havard, disciple of Our Lady. Wounded by Tevinter's soldiers when he tried to stop Andraste's capture, Havard was too late in coming to Minrathous to stop the execution. All he found was her ashes, laid out in the elements. As soon as Havard touched them, Andraste appeared in a vision. Rise, she said. Aegis, right? Or is it Aegis? I'm going to say Aegis. Of the faith. The Maker shall never forget you so long as I remember. The Aegis of the Faith, so named by our prophet herself, stood at her word and found his wounds healed and the spirit renewed. He gathered the ashes of Andraste and returned to the lands of the Alamari tribes, which are now Ferelden. It said that Andraste's song led him to a holy site where Havard and his followers built a temple to house her remains. And there the legend ends. For centuries, men searched for the Temple of Sacred Ashes, finding only rumors and tall tales. Chantry scholars concluded that there was no temple, there were no sacred ashes. It was all a myth, allegory intended to inspire and feed the fire of faith. Then the hero Ferelden came, seeking to cure a dying owl with the miraculous powers of the ashes. I remember the hero, with the help of renowned scholar Brother Ferdinand Genitivi, traced the steps of the ancients and came to a remote ruin high in the Frostback Mountains. There the urn of sacred ashes waited, as the legend said it would. After the triumph of the Righteous over the Fifth Blight, the temple's discovery was shared with the world. Much to our dismay, however, by the time our soldiers arrived at the temple, the urn had disappeared. To this day, we do not know who took them or why. All that is certain is that it was the Maker's will. Of course, everything is retroactively declared the Maker's will, right? The hero of Full did not share the discovery with the world, and Brother Genitivi, whose research made it possible, had disappeared without a trace. Truth, however, will always out. And rumors circulate about the cause of Eamon Garen's miraculous recovery. Agents of the Chantry investigated claims about the honor of sacred ashes and were eventually led, as the hero had been led, to the temple. By the time our soldiers reached it, however, the urn was nowhere to be found. Now the ashes were gone, the temple itself stood, and it has since become a source of hope for the faithful, until its unfortunate demise. If the Grand Cathedral is the beating heart of a Chantry, then the Temple of Sacred Ashes is the soul. Here we honor the Chantry's past, even as we forge bravely into our future. From a lecture delivered by Chantry scholar Mother Clotilde at the University of Orlais in 938 Dragon. Acquired schematic. What the fuck is a schematic? Restriction not varic. I hate that I just get this, but why would I not use it now that I have it, right? That's so annoying. Armor. Cunning. This armor is worn by Kunari officers in both the army and navy and signifies a command role. Although in typical Kunari fashion, no one outside the Kun can tell which role is which. I mean, I don't see restrictions on the armor at all, but this gives cunning, so I probably want that, right? Why would I not? No, I mean, I will put that on my tank, but yeah. This gives cunning, so let's just do that. Oh, I don't have other people right now. Interesting. So I should probably just put this on. Like, there's no reason not to. Except that it looks shit. But this also looks shit, so... This looks nice. John only, rogue only. Sure. The others don't have restrictions. Makes sense. Oh my god, I need to actually keep focus on these things for a second. I can't just scroll past them. But in the codex, the second I put the cursor on something, it is marked as red. What the fuck, game? Consistency? Who needs that? Oh, I can make more of those? Interesting. How do I... Oh, this is how I zoom out. Okay. Merchant, blacksmith, world map. The fuck was that? Curved something something? Curved longsword grip. I already don't care about the crafting system. I haven't even learned about it yet, but I already don't care. Okay, that is a completely pointless building. Thank you very much, game. That was very nice. By which I mean not nice.
That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when he came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over him.
Do they say that? That sounds dumb. But I mean, if they want to say that. I like that I can't close the door again. Can I literally not move? Oh my god.
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you. I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
Yeah, but what if I don't want to speak with her? Ha! I win. Oh wait, is that actually the way? No. I win. So, why can I not compare here? Why can I not compare and put on in that menu? Why do I have to go in here? And then press X twice? Fuck you, 2 game. What level am I even? Still 2? No, 3. What? Cool. Did I miss the game telling me about my level up? Or did it just not tell me? Asking for a friend. I would like to unmap it from RB, but that is not a thing, right? As usual, nope. It's funny how this feels less polished than the 2 games that came before. Siege equipment in Thedas. Siege weaponry has been used in Thedas for centuries, with the primitive equipment used as far back as the Third Blight. Nevertheless, it occupies a peculiar niche in the tools of warfare due to its requirements. Any army wishing to produce trebuchets or catapults must be funded and organized well enough to produce both the necessary materials and the military experts to construct them. Throughout history, most armies who fulfilled... Oh my god, here I have to scroll with the left stick, but in the actual codex it's the right stick? Oh. Jesus fucking Christ. Where was I? Throughout history, most armies who fulfilled such requirements did not take advantage of the situation. During the Third Blight, for example, Arlesens and Montsemars constructed catapults to fling flaming debris at the Darkspawn, but the expense of the weapons did not justify the limited damage they caused. The Darkspawn were ultimately driven back by the Grey Wardens, not siege weaponry. Well, siege weaponry, like the name implies, is made for sieges. Usually in the attacking position. Tevinter forces similarly had the resources to construct siege weapons when attacking the free marchers or defending themselves against the exalted marchers of the Black Age. Instead, the Imperium focused primarily upon the power of its magisters, who were less powerful but more flexible than siege equipment and who could more easily fall back when the tide of battle turned. As a result, in the battles against the Qunari in the Steel Age, generals found to their chagrin that the Great Oxman had left them behind. Qunari black powder is, most military experts agree, not magic. It's merely an advanced alchemy that makes the cannons more effective than any trebuchet could ever be. Nevertheless, there remains hope. As centuries have passed since the last Blight, the mages are now safely held in the circles where they harm none. The experts of Ferelden and Orlais may once again turn their great minds to learning. We need no magic, not where the minds of men survive unfettered. With our resources and our commitment to knowledge, we can easily surpass the brutal Qunari in the field of battle. From Kuhn, Gurns and Steel, military conflict in the post-Blight Thedas, written 929 Dragon, shortly before the start of the 5th Blight. Badooms. There's also, annoyingly, the Codex does not shortcut to... Wait, the thing I learned is already marked as done. So what's the Y for? Open journal entries, just grayed out. This interface, man, it's a fucking mess. Hunting bow schematic. Why would I bother with crafting when I can just find and or buy the weapons themselves? Construction orders. As you know from the terrible accidents of last week, many passages to the mountain are unstable and liable to collapse at any moment. We do not wish us to lose more brothers and sisters in the search for lost cultist treasure, quote unquote. We must seal all entrances to the mountain. The Templars have done a careful sweep of the caves. Everything of worth was collected. What remains of the disciples of Andraste will be a forgotten bird in the earth. Once it's done, let us have no more talk of them. This is a new haven, restored to life by the true chantry, and most holy Justinia the Fifth, Mother Florentine. Oop, Florentine. There's an obscure reference for you. And if you get that reference, you get half a wind? No, full wind, just not the first one, I suppose. Winterblatt. Sie nicht ohne Grund. Abends steigt er in ihr Bett. Und dann geht es rund. Ah. Claudia has a shepherd dog.
He can steal those though. The Herald of Andraste.
She doesn't have it for no reason, which is not word in English. In the evening, gets into her bed. Patient observations. Day 3. Less dashing, some responses stimulus. Vitals seem solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the chantry to kill my patient. All this work to save his life. And will they just execute him? Will inform Lady Cassandra. I expect him to wake before the morn. Is that from before the events of the prologue? Yes, right? Sounds like it, at least. Like, now nobody's trying to kill me anymore, right? At least not in the immediate vicinity. Instead they're just kneeling, even though I'm not even there yet. The Singing Maiden. Have you ever heard the story of King Bedwyr? Bedwyr, like most kings, was a man of great pride, who expected nothing but complete loyalty from his subjects. He believed the best way to achieve this was through fear. After all, those who feared him would never cross him or question his rule. Most importantly, those who feared him would always seek to please him. Bedwyr cultivated terror in his subordinates through the gleeful and understated use of a contraption referred to as the Maiden. The Maiden was a hinged iron casket as high and wide and deep as a man, with the vicious spikes within, meant to pierce through the poor soul locked into it. Bedwyr's Maiden was a prized possession and stood in a place of honor in his throne room, often with a screaming victim inside it. Political rivals, suspected assassins, treasonous ministers, the Maiden consumed them all. But as time passed, more people were given to the Maiden for increasingly trivial offenses. The cook for oversalting the king's food, the page boy for dropping his sword. The Maiden cast a pall over the kingdom, and its people prayed for deliverance from their cruel king. His maiden was iron, you could say. What the fuck?
Good luck sealing
Wait, what? If I just stand here, she keeps playing different songs? For me to unlock?
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
Can I just stand here and do nothing? Also, I don't like that suddenly I'm playing a religious icon. I like the other games more.
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste. Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
Shut up, not Herald of Andraste. They really want me to go here, don't they? So let's go over here first. By the way, dumb question. Yep, we have a fucking weight limit again. I should have looked for a mod for that. It's just like inventory limits in these games are just unfun. Like they add nothing. They just annoy the fuck out of me. At least, well, they add nothing for me. If you enjoy them, well, have fun. I don't. Day 2. Pulse normal, breathing normal, still unresponsive. Careful drop feed off prep. Elfroot extract to hasten his recovery. A lot of thrashing, but it's about too many eyes. Something about the grey encouraging. The grey wardens?
I believe Lady Cassandra wanted to speak with you.
No. Really? Well, thanks for telling me. I didn't know. Fuck my life, man. Ooh. The Randy Dowager Quarterly, a well-worn quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager welcomes the cool of autumn with the fall of another, the collected dreams of desire being the confession of an apprentice in training more furrowing than harrowing, forbidden dalliances at their most spirited. The Randy Dowager exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, enchanting. One supports the circles if only because closed doors offer the imagination more. 3 scarves fluttered and shock out of 5. What? What the fuck am I reading? And there are also like sequels to the Claudia song. One where she now has a horse.
Not taking orders right now. Got a problem with it? Bring it up with Cassandra.
Find Cassandra in the Chantry. At this rate, I'm gonna fight Cassandra in the Chantry because I'm annoyed.
Andraste didn't have Grand Clerics telling her what to do. She managed nonetheless.
The Fade. The study of the Fade is as old as humankind. That seems all well known. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Queen. A chant for the departed. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As the moth sees light and goes toward flame, she should see fire and go towards light. The veil holds no uncertainty for her. She will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her beacon. I almost read bacon. And her shield, her foundation and her sword. Transfigurations 10:1, often sung by mourners as they light candles. Things. places where I definitely should be right now. I mean, there's loot here, so obviously I should be here. Loot, quote-unquote. Founding of the Chantry. Cordillus Adracan, king of the city-state of Orlais, was a man of uncommon ambition. In the year -15 ancient, the young king began construction of a great temple dedicated to the Maker and declared that by its completion he would not only have united the warring city-states of the south, he would have brought Andrastian belief to the world. -3 ancient, the temple was completed. There in its heart, Adracan knelt before the eternal flame of Andraste and was crowned ruler of the Empire of Orlais. His first act as emperor declared the Chantry as the established Andrastian religion of the empire. It took 3 years and several hundred votes before Alessa of Monsignor was elected to lead the new Chantry. Wait, that's also old. Chantry hierarchy, that's also old. Yes. For a second, I feared there would be a minigame for this. The disciples of Andraste are unique in all of history. The cult preceded the Chantry and kept itself so hidden and isolated that it actually survived to modern day. The disciples made their home high in the Frostback Mountains in the village called Haven, which is now a sanctuary for pilgrims of the Chantry. It's understood that the disciples were the descendants of the first followers of Andraste, who brought their ashes to Ferelden and built the temple to house it. Because they had pledged themselves to the keeping of the Temple of Sacred Ashes, the disciples of Andraste never left the Frostbacks. For 900 years they kept strangers away, killing all who came close and were completely oblivious to the world that advanced beyond the boundaries of their home. Having developed separately from the traditions of the Andrastian Chantry, the disciples were led by revered fathers. However, little else is known about the original beliefs of the disciples, for they had turned from their noble heritage by the time they were discovered. Almost all scholars believe that the centuries-long isolation imposed upon the village led to the necessity for inbreeding. This practice likely led to a greater incidence of madness, which may explain why the cult was, at the time of its discovering in 930, worshipping a high dragon. I mean, I guess part of it is probably that there actually was a dragon, whereas the Maker is kind of a nebulous figure, right? According to writings discovered in Haven, the disciples of Andraste showed reverence to the dragon, believing it to be the prophet reborn. The egg ledgers and dragonlings of the dragon were afforded great honor for being Andraste's offspring, and were cared for by the cult. The dragon never attacked the cult, being cunning enough to recognize how this arrangement benefited it. In 930 Dragon, the disciples were wiped out by the hero Ferelden. Whoops! It wasn't a quest to retrieve the sacred ashes. Whoopsie. The Black City. No traveler to the Fate can fail to spot the Black City. It is one of the few constants of that ever-changing place. No matter where one might be, the city is visible. I've never seen it. That's a retcon. Always far off, for it seems that the only rule of geography in the Fate is that all points are equidistant from the same Black City, from whence he ruled the Fate, left empty when men turned away from him. Dreamers do not go there, nor do spirits. Even the most powerful demons seem to avoid the place. Lewd. Schematics, no. Andraste, Bride of the Maker. Yep, that is definitely old. It's like literally the third time I would have been reading that, so let's not. Boop. Oh, before I couldn't see that I could open that? Or do I need light to pick a lock? Is that what's going on here? Mayhaps. Potentially. I bet the Chantry doesn't mind that I'm doing this, right? Also, by the way, of course there's no map of this place, and the mini-map is still useless because it's not a mini-map, it's just a fucking, like, POI radar. Man. I really wanted to just enjoy this game, but I can't. Misplaced notes. Notes written by one of the scholars responsible for restoring Haven. The notes have obviously come loose from a ledger of some sort. It took weeks scrubbing bloodstains from the stone. One of two things is true. Either stone is more porous than I thought, or Maker's beard, there must have been a lot of blood. How many people died? I'm so relieved I didn't have to deal with the altars of sacrifice the first arrivals found. Those were tossed off a cliff, I think, so now we just have to deal with the stains on the walls and floors. If this doesn't clean up in a day or two, I'm asking for some fresh plaster. Maybe we can cover them up. Still, it's not all bad. Haven is a beautiful place, and while working in the dungeons, we found scraps of paper with writing that looks like Brother Ferdinand Genetives. He was held here for weeks before the hero Ferelden found him. Yeah, we found his assistant dead. And then later on we found him in Haven. Him with a non-capital H. Minuscule H? I actually have no idea. In German it's literally just a small and a large. Insert letter here.
Have you gone completely mad?
Sure.
Taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe he is guilty.
The elf failed, Seeker.
Blah blah.
Is still in the sky. For all you know, he intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Alright, I wanted to wait for their conversation to end. The children of Andraste. There are many misconceptions regarding Andraste's bloodline, monsieur. This is due, I should think, to a general lack of knowledge regarding Andraste's mortal life. Understandable, considering the many cults that arose following her death. Everyone sought to claim Our Lady for their own culture, claimed some aspect of her existence was a lie, all of them complete fabrications. My order has done considerable research to ascertain the truth. We all know Andraste and the Betrayer raised 5 children. The eldest 3 were sons. Isarath, Avrian, and Verold. The rule of what was once southern Tevinter was split among them. Isarath was given the west, what is today Olay. Avrian was given the east, what is today the Free Marches. Verold was given the central Planocene, which is today Navarra. What became of these men and their legacies is the stuff of legend, and the majority of claimants to Andraste's bloodline link back to one of them. None of the 3 sons, however, were born of Andraste. What? They were born of the betrayer's concubine, Gillivan. Interesting. People choose to overlook the fact that Andraste came from the Elimari tribesmen, and that they were barbarians, not the Fereldans we know today. They were savage warriors who took concubines in addition to their wives. Because Andraste was thought to be too weak to bear children, the betrayer took Gillivan to provide him heirs. So they're his children, not Andraste's children, but as religions want to be, they just decided, oh, fits better if they are her children. Oh my god. Which did. After her death, the sons were raised as Andraste's own. Later in life, Andraste proved predictions wrong and had 2 daughters by the betrayer, Ebrus and Viviel. They were kept out of the public eye and not permitted to marry, though both had consorts. Ebrus had but one child, Alivema, who perished on a voyage to Dinnerim, less than a month after her mother fell to plague and without children of her own. The younger daughter, Viviel, was more controversial. A strong-headed woman who defied her family by falling in love with a mage of Tevinter, Regulan. Viviel and Regulan went into self-imposed exile as the exalted march began and into hiding following Andraste's betrayal and murder. What became of Viviel and her descendants is largely unknown for one primary reason. She had only daughters. Each of those daughters only had daughters. They married into other families and took other names. In the chaos of the Second Blight, all traces of survivors were lost. Andraste's true bloodline, if it exists, lies solely in the descendants of Viviel, and the suspicion of my order is that it produces only daughters. Thus the claims of your young man, monsieur, are highly suspect. From a letter by Sister Jelena of the Augustan Order, Dragon 912. Turn in research. Well, now I can't read the tooltip anymore. Whatever. Know thy enemy. Keep items for later. Shadow essence removed. I have no idea what just happened. I'm just gonna accept it. What do we have here? We have damage bonus. Shrapnel from explosive shot fills the air and sets of deadly reactions that do more damage the more enemies are nearby. Damage bonus per target 25. Maximum bonus 100. Plus shot knocks back your main target. Nope. Pincushion. The first arrow doesn't kill them, the 10th might. Yep, that please. And that gives me plus 3 dex. So there's no separate attribute leveling anymore. It's just, hey, some talents you unlock also give you stats. I hate that so far I've only found things in this game that I dislike compared to the first games.
I believe
Literally. Oh, fuck off. Find Cassandra in the Chantry. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, look. Glorious 30 FPS.
Prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Inquisition. I mean, the explicitly labeled sarcastic option doesn't exist anymore, but I will still keep doing it in spirit.
You need my help.
You have done plenty. Your actions will be taken into account by the new Divine.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
I can't shake the feeling that they swapped voice actors for Liliana.
Our darkest hour.
No. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Maybe she's portraying the character differently. I'm not sure. Anyway. Are you serious? Where's my sarcastic option?
You realize I'm an elf. A Dalish elf.
I have not forgotten. No matter what you are or what you believe, you are exactly what we needed when we...
I'm not. I'm the hero.
The breach remains.
You need
And your
or
mark
something.
is still at
I don't even remember the original line.
This is not for you to decide.
I'm not the hero you deserve. I'm the hero you
know
need.
what this is, Chancellor.
I think
A
it
writ
was.
from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. Close the breach. We will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
Inquisition.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
No men, no leader, no Chantry support, and no choice.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
Okay, bye, roll credits.
Many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
Oh, I hate that I can't actually say nah.
When I woke up, I certainly didn't picture this outcome.
Neither did we.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Who are you women anyway? Can you get someone who's actually in charge, please? But hey, Veilguard is way too woke, right? Just like new Star Trek is way too woke, and old Star Trek wasn't. No comment. Where are we now, by the way? Was that, like... Isabella and... not Anders, the other one. King of Ferelden guy. What's his name? Looked like the two, right? Glorious 30 FPS and low-res pre-rendered cutscene in this case even. Glorious 0.04K. Why are you all walking around with your swords drawn? No, that's actually Anders, right? That can't be. That has to be someone else. And that has to not be Isabella as well. Like, why would they be here? So that's the Inquisition's logo then? Or banner? Inquisition. Exculpation. Suspicion. Dudun. Dudun dudun. Dudun dudun. Dudun dudun. Report to Haven's Chantry. I don't want to report to Haven's Chantry. Dudun dudun. Dudun dudun. No. No schematics available.
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me.
Anyone calls me knife here, I knife their ears.
Inquisition Quartermaster.
Nice bow, by the way.
What I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition
I master the quarters.
their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons.
It doesn't feel like Steady 60, but it is dead steady.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
Inquisition.
Served Ferelden under 10 Loghain MacTier. Best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
Wait, I thought we just reformed the Inquisition.
With that attitude, I can't imagine how you made enemies in Denerim.
People just don't want to hear the truth. I was at Ostagar, and I know what really happened. King Kaelan overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal. Following the original plan would have gotten I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials. So I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people.
I'm not real, boy.
Look, you find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
If I have material for a special order...
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you've
So first of all, it seemed to really just be the intro sequence that absolutely murdered frame rate. So I might as well go back to everything ultra, right? We don't need anti-aliasing though, because we're already playing it quite high resolution. Requisitions. How do I find a fucking logging stand? What?
Thanks for checking anyway.
Whee!
Too many wounded, and not enough bandages to go around. Start tearing up shells then. If the Inquisition can afford fancy new uniforms.
Haven't I, like, taken these already? Apothecary. Find recipes for exploration or by visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. Use the equip station to assign different potions to each of your party members and to replenish the potions you're carrying. Use the upgrade station to unlock permanent upgrades to your potions. Okay. Weird that it popped up here now. But I was probably supposed... That was supposed to be the first time I pick up some crafting materials, right? Whoops. Oh, that's in here. Oh! Okay. Get it. I get it.
Later, Zegrit is willing to pay.
Upgrade potions. Tonics. I already hate this. I already fucking hate this.
Look who's back from the dead.
And now I can talk to you.
I don't recall meeting you before. I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making knows where, though. So, you're welcome. It has been a rough few days. That's an understatement. And more ahead if the weather is any indication. Name's Zidane. I'm in charge of keeping our little
Is that like fucking mono sound?
Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Or is it in relation to the character, not the camera?
How do I go about having potions made? Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Visit a potion loadout station. Oh, now I get more.
Let me know if you need anything.
Do 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 do.
A blessed hero sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
Slightly approves.
But sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade and ancient...
Welcome, 30 FPS.
...to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean ruins in battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors
Well,
of
at least I get immediate feedback on approval now.
Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion.
Sounds cozy.
Been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
The giant hole in the sky trumps any other concerns. We can worry about the rest later.
Yes. Who can say what this world will look like when we are done fighting for it? But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
So jarring. Oh, look, suddenly we're back at 60, which is not ideal, but way better. Oh, by the way, is that immediately? Does it drop immediately when you go into a conversation?
Closing the breach is our primary goal.
No.
But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
Fun fact, by the way, 9.9 gigabytes of VRAM used in a game from 2014. And Nvidia is still selling GPUs for gamers with 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Good job, Nvidia. Good job.
Anything with that kind of power is bound to show up sooner or later.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions of elven culture. You are Dalish, are you not?
What's your problem with the Dalish? Allergic to Hala?
They are children acting out stories misheard and repeated wrongly 1,000 times.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the Fade. I have seen things they have not.
Fine, you think we're terrible. What about the alienages full of elves who aren't Dalish?
Why? What would it benefit some poor man in a Ferelden alienage to learn that his ancestors strode the land like gods? It would only make him bitter, or inspire him to take a foolish risk and get himself killed.
You've decided his reaction for him.
Perhaps I have. If you have questions and believe the answers will help, ask.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Sharal. But Hallam Sharal was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish Erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Are all Dalish elves like my clan?
No. Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs to send you to spy upon the Divine's meeting. As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the lands in which they live. Some are no more than bandits, others trade freely with humans, and some have disappeared entirely into the forests.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages are among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Is elven magic different from the magic used by humans?
No and yes. Magic is magic.
Or as German would say, Jein.
Used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Special?
Legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Tevinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
I wouldn't say it's evil. It's risky. And you don't survive it. But it's not evil. But I also wouldn't say I don't mind it. But that fits better.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
Indeed. The problem is that under the Chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While in Tevinter, magisters compete with each other instead of keeping their volatile friends in check. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
So as long as the conversation stays in like the usual like camera perspective, it's 60 FPS. But as soon as there are like special camera angles, it drops to 30. Talk to anyone here?
Can I get you anything?
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harrit is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segrit. His prices aren't too high.
Yet.
Oh, there's also Minerve. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
That leg movement. Oh god. This game, man. Tale of the Frostbacks. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Korth, the mountain father, kept a stone at the peak of Balinus, the mountain at the center of the world, from which he could see all the corners of earth and sky. And he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Well, I guess all of those for love, right? Korth devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart, by taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it. That's also a Dragon Age Origins thing. I read it anyway. He sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fiercest mountains the world had ever seen, the Frostbacks, to guard it. But without his heart, the mountain father grew cruel. His chest was filled with the bitter mountain winds that shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavor, music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy in deeds of valor. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart, Korth could not be slain. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods who would dare challenge Korth. The Lady of the Skies sent the best of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, and strongest flyers, to scour the mountains for the missing heart, and for a year and a day they searched. But Sparrow and Raven, Vulture and Eagle, Swift and Albatross returned to her with nothing. Then the ptarmigan spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart. The other birds laughed, for the ptarmigan is a tiny bird, too humble to soar, which spends half its time hopping along the ground. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce even for eagles. But the ptarmigan, or just ptarmigan I guess, silent P in English, set out anyway. The little bird travelled deep into the frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled. She hugged the ground and weathered the worst mountain winds, and so made her lonely way to the valley where their heart beat. With all the god's terrible deeds, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry, so she rolled it, little by little, out of the valley and down a cliff, and when the golden cask struck the earth, it shattered. The heart was full almost to bursting, and the pain of it roused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Korth neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest, and he was whole again. Then Hakon, Winter's Breath, bound Korth's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice, so it could never again escape. And all the remaining gods named the ptarmigan honored above even the loftiest eagles. The ptarmigan, an Ava tale from forgotten folklore and history by Sister Patrine, Chantry scholar. Resources found here: Elfwood iron. Did I just find Elfwood and iron in the book? Next song, please. Next song, please. Hello? Next song, please, lady. I want to learn more songs. Spindleweed. It is an old country saying that spindleweed grows best for the sorrowful. Verdant spindleweed in a household's garden has often brought a neighbor suffering consolation, usually without even asking what might be wrong. This song originates from the plant's use as a seasoning for dishes meant to speed the recovery of the infirm. A person who grows much of it is silently caring for the fatally ill. An excerpt from The Botanical Compendium by Ines Arantea, botanist. Study of the Fifth Blight, Volume 1. While some of my contemporaries dispute whether the Fifth Blight was a true blight, blah 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 blah, that's old. See? Instant marked as red. First Inquisition. The birth of the Chantry took place more than 9 ages ago. The mists of time have obscured once well-known facts. It is commonly believed the Chantry alone created the Templars and the Circle of Magi. Few recall there was ever an Inquisition. Those who do believe it predated the Chantry, hunting cultists and mages in a reign of terror, ending only upon its transformation into the Templar Order. This is not quite the truth. One must surely keep in mind the state of Thedas prior to the Chantry's creation, a world where the only source of order, the Divine Imperium, had fallen apart. People blamed magic for the death of Andraste, the blight, the terror they saw every day, and not without reason. Abominations and demons rampaged the countryside. No one was safe. Disparate groups of men and women initially formed the Seekers of Truth, determined to re-establish order because no one else would do what was necessary. The truth they sought, the question they tried to answer, was how to restore sanity in a world gone mad. Was theirs a reign of terror? Perhaps. Evidence suggests they were as vigilant in their protection of mages as they were of regular people. When they intervened, they convened an ad hoc trial to determine the guilty party. This even application of justice led to their poor reputation. The Seekers came down against every group at one time or another, their Inquisition, gaining notoriety for being on no one's side but their own. They considered themselves good people, however, followers of the Maker's true commandments. This was never more evident than when they laid down their banner in support of the fledgling Chantry. They believed with all their heart that the Templar Order was the answer a desperate Thedas needed in a terrible time. Ultimately, the Inquisition was composed of independent idealists, not Chantry zealots. This is the truth. See, 30 FPS.
Now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful.
By the way, the 60 FPS cap is... I have capped it at 60 for like even frame time and for not wasting like GPU power because I can only stream at 60 anyway, right? So it would go higher, but it still cuts to 30 in cutscenes and certain dialogues. Any dialogues where it cuts from the regular camera. That's so fucking annoying.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
That makes 2 of us. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
I'm still not sure I believe that any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where...
Oh, I considered that. I just didn't get an option for that, which is a bit sad.
But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle. Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
You from Ferelden? Or Ley?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman.
Shit, I wanted to check my ammo.
The Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy...
Because I'm running around like an idiot.
Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
If you've run a spy network, why is Liliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
You're an author? What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in moneylenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Champion being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. There's a hidden shop in Kirkwall called the Black Emporium. I found her in a barrel labeled swag. The owner sold her to me for a ham sandwich and a pair of yellow ruffled pants.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
That's not the same dwarf as in Dragon Age Origins, right? No, it can't be. But he also had a very complicated relationship to his... both his wife and his concubine, I guess.
Thanks, Eric.
No problem. Need something?
Can I ask you something?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Need something?
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the deep.
Discovered.
We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast.
What about the green stuff, though?
No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff.
Because I don't remember anything about red lyrium.
And then, it does creepy shit. Makes things float. Brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the tide it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the deep roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Primeval red lyrium deposits found. Oh, great. What could possibly go wrong? The wood of the dragonthorn tree is prized for its strength and has been used to craft bows of remarkable quality, but the leaves are equally valuable. Alchemists have known for centuries that an extract of dragonthorn leaves will enhance and stabilize other more volatile magical compounds, so it's a catalyst of sorts. I don't know why I always bother grabbing these things. Especially because I then don't end up using them. So it's pretty pointless.
Find me well within your grace. Touch me with fire that I be cleansed.
Oh, armor. Weapons. Exacting longbow. That was fast. Why would I wear the fucking scout coat? I hate that I feel the need to go through these. So I can look at recipes but not make them here? Is that what's happening? So in order to make them I need to be at the crafting station? Something like that? Can I just fuck off? I can. Oh, that just leads me to the smith. Merchant, you say? Oh, that guy.
And Mother Giselle will treat all demon claw wounds as you...
Good day. Or good as it could be with the sky ripped apart.
What kind of person stays to run a shop at a time like this?
The kind with nowhere else to go. Those blasted demons destroyed most of my goods. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding. Maybe help you folks out in the process.
So kind of you.
You must speak with most everyone here. How are people doing?
Great.
Here in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition is called. Yet. I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies, for what it's worth.
Can I see what you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
Of course, but I'm not gonna show you. Okay, why would I ever buy this shit? Sell. Sure. Do. Do 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 do. Now 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 now. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses.
Like I said, I have literally no interest in these things. I'm not even reading the fucking tooltips.
I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
It doesn't really matter in the long run.
Of course it does. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothering.
Lot Herring.
I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
Sounds like someone has it in for you.
Don't I know it?
How did you come to be?
Wait.
Long story. Not worth telling twice.
Why can I
Who outfits the Inquisition's soldiers?
still ask it again?
I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
Does the Inquisition not have supplies to make armor or weapons?
Tough convincing traders to haul up here. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
What can you and your team make here?
Arms and armor. We work iron to blighted dragon bone, if you've got it. Our designs are simple, but they get the job done. You want something fancy, bring your own design. We'll see what we can do.
Can you help improve my arm?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a... You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Goodbye.
Right.
But I don't want to modify some armor. Got that.
You need something?
Modify armor. No upgrades available. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Huh. So essentially one is free.
Come on, you've seen our maps.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. I should probably talk to the guys up top before I run around doing other things. But when have I ever done something in the proper order?
See reason, listen. We cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're...
Yes?
I'd like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
I am currently wondering, should I end on a cliffhanger, or should I, like, actually go to the chantry? And then... Nah, let's talk to let's see if I can
You dislike the Templar, sister?
talk to Cassandra like I could talk to the other guys. Game? Look, 30 FPS. Fuck my life. Oh, now I only want you gone.
If it wasn't enough to close the breach, what use is it?
You did everything we asked of you.
And it still didn't work.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach.
Yeah, I always wanted a stable mark.
And Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor.
Oh, I intend to.
May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven.
You just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
Yeah.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste.
How can they even denounce me without a divine?
The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
Try to prevent that from spreading. The spreads even faster. Religious zealots.
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
So if I wasn't with the Inquisition...
Well, let's be honest, they would have censored us no matter what.
And you not being here isn't an option.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence.
Redcliffe?
We need aid
It's
to
quite
expand
far.
our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Oh, thanks. Oh, God. Why are there so many dumb mechanics, and why do you have to explain them all with modal dialogues? The war table allows you to apply the power of the Inquisition throughout all lay in Ferelden. Mother Giselle's in the hinterlands, which can be found in the Ferelden side of the table. Oh.
We'll post soldiers a safe distance from the temple.
Our best guess at safe, anyway.
Inquisition can unlock new areas for you to explore through scouting operations. Perform the scouting operation for the hinterlands on the Ferelden side of the war table now. Oh God. That's so dumb. Why can't I just go somewhere? This is... such a completely fucking unnecessary mechanic. Mother Giselle was last seen in the hinterlands outside Redcliffe, tending refugees who fled the fighting between renegade Templars and apostate mages. The latest reports suggest that the vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle. It's vital to protect her and, if possible, restore order to the area. La 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 la. Secrets. That doesn't mean I'm... Oh, come on, I don't want to go there immediately. Also, nice fucking 30 FPS cutscene once again. And low res. Well, that's not me, I suppose. Pretty fugly boat, by the way. We avoided the fighting passive code. It's every bit as bad as we feared. Now I can scroll with either stick. This game is a mess. It's every bit as bad as we feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We locate Mother Giselle and they're trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. It will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Khan asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horse master of Redcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. Harding? Harding. That kind of rings a bell for some reason. No. I would not like to gather my party and venture to the hinterlands now. Mission operations take time and bring the Inquisition resources and rewards. Only one mission per advisor can be active at time. Some missions have a preferred type, which results in less time required when taken with the associated advisor. Missions may also provide different rewards depending on which advisor completes them. I have literally zero interest in that bullshit. None available here. Trading favors with the merchants and nobility is my specialty. Could earn us a great deal if you're careful. We still magically executed sell them without entrusted back to the Inquisition. Soldiers, let them project caravans, do other honest work for coin. Sure, send her.
Let us begin.
Wait, how is that just free?
Let's see what we have.
How can I just... Is that bugged?
All right.
Is that fucking bugged? Tumor concerns the tenure of Higher wishes to convey our deepest sympathies on the death of Divine Justinian the Fifth. The Most Holy was incomparable in a wisdom dedicated to peace, and we had high hopes that King Clive would succeed. Would hold a vigil in Higher in remembrance of Justinian and cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. That's a job for her, right?
Let us begin.
There was also instant. What's going on here? Inquisition says it's for order against chaos, reason, darkness. You stand by this. Come forth and drive the heretics from our lands. They claim to be refugees, but I've seen elves and apostates among them. Filthy savages tearing at our roots. Our monarch refused to send forth armies, and my own knights were decimated by the conclave. I require aid to return peace to my lands. Could send a few patrols, but prefer they help the refugees, not this Lord Kildron. Polite refusal sounds good. Rewards received, nothing. Clan de Velen. Blood Lotus. Oh, that's completed. And I can't do anything anymore there? Weird. Cost 0. No, I don't want to go there right now. Barrick's Revenge. Need a favor. It's called alone since I paid back. Got a letter from Editor Kirkwall today. She says me that Heart and Height on 3, the repunching appeared in print from an even printer a couple weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. And my contacts in the Merchants Guild looked for the author a couple years back. The best I could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Pearl Ballanforth as a pen name. Could have told them that for free. You've got contacts with different print houses. Maybe you could find more than the guild. As a friend. Crows may be a better choice. Go.
Let's see what we have.
Amulet of Power. Your author friend is truly mystery. Our search uncovered only a string of foreign accounts. The trail of coin led from Antiva to Tevinter to the free marches in LA. Someone hit the tracks well, but not well enough. Your writers in Kirkwall, remember, you owe me a favor. Interesting. It's so weird that I could just keep doing this. It seems like this is kind of broken, if you ask me. Like, there's literally unlimited gold. What the fuck? Is that because I'm playing with casual or something? Anyway. Activate quest by accessing a question from the hero menu by pressing blah. Codex. World travel. When you're not in a dungeon, you can use the quest map to travel to distant locations. Press Y. Hinterlands. Can't go there yet. Turn to the war table for reward. No, I already got that. That's so... that can't be intended. It has to be somehow bugged. Divine Justinia V, formerly the revered Mother Dorothea of Orlais, Divine Justinia V rose to power after the death of Divine Beatrix III in the year 934 of the Dragon Age. Little is known of Dorothea's background before she joined the Chantry as an initiate, but she proved to be a liberal and daring thinker, willing to take a former bard and lay sister Liliana as close advisors. Headstrong devotion to her own agenda and rumored support of the Mage Rebellion earned her no small dislike from the powerful priests long used to controlling access to the Divine. The year 940 of the Dragon Age, Divine Justinia called a summit, intending to negotiate a truce between the Mage Rebellion and the Templars splintered from the Chantry. The Divine Conclave was held at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, the most holy place in Thedas. Before a resolution could be reached, a cataclysmic explosion destroyed the Conclave, consumed the temple, rent the sky, and shattered the world's hopes for peace. Divine Justinia V perished in the Temple of Sacred Ashes. The Chantry flounders, leaderless in the wake of her death, and its fate grows increasingly uncertain. If order is not restored to Thedas, Justinia V might be remembered as the Chantry's final divine. Haven't we read that already? Also, it's fucking 2:30 in the morning. I should just fuck off and continue probably tomorrow. Oh my god.
The Inquisition cannot remain, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Lavelan, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denerim, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Why are you so fugly that you need a mask? Oh, and that's not what I wanted to do.
The Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Pentacus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
Your dress is weird, lady, by the way. Glorious 30 FPS.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Do the Durelians actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
Also, good luck.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Liliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time.
Acquainted,
Being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility
Sounds
of
fun.
is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
If every noble wandering by is as stubborn as the Marquis, what good is it talking to them?
Every kingdom is subject to its lords. The Inquisition will require their goodwill to survive. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
If you find anything, please bring it in. You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker, Pentagast, and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Okay.
Brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
Whatever, she's not important.
Thank you again for what you've brought back.
So I will start next time by talking to her again, but for now, thank you very much for watching. I am slowly starting to ignore the shortcomings of this game. For better or for worse. I mean, I was always going to play through it, right? Yeah. And I'm starting to kind of enjoy diving into the lore again, so that's good. It's been a rough start. But hey, we're getting there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I wish you a wonderful rest of the night. I really need to go sleep now at 2:30. I started streaming way too late.